Growing up without our parents was a rough experience, but the worst happened when my brother got into drugs.
He spent all our savings to purchase drugs.
Isolated himself from his family members, and spent most of his time with his friends.
Wow, I did high as I did like this.
He got into many drugs from pills to weed, syrup, and he injected himself. He became very violent and got into trouble. He spent days outside without coming home. The drugs began to eat him gradually. It was painful seeing him lose his mind, but it was more painful when we lost him forever.
Stay safe. Don't do drugs. This is Narco Tales. Good day and welcome to Narco Tales, the show that gives voice to those once silenced by substance abuse. I am your host, Netta Wedezie. Today, our guest, Muhamed, shares his personal story from how it all started to the choices that slowly pulled him in. Thank you for being here with us today, Muhamed.
Thank you.
Okay, so before we get into your story, can you give us a bit about your background, who you were before all of this happened?
Thank you for having me here today. My name is Muhamed Olanyinka. I am from Kwara State, Ilorin. I come from a family. It's an extended family. Um, we're very many, and a lot of people in the community, in my society. I will look up to my family like a very good one. Um, I grew up with very intelligent and intellectual people, both Western education and Eastern education. I was taught so many skills when I was young. I was guided by parents and my elderly ones. I had a very good background, and my growing up is a very good one.
Do you remember the very first time you tried a substance? Where were you and what was going on in your life at that time?
I can remember very well. I had a brother in my community.
Okay.
I always like to seek for more knowledge. While in the primary school, I used to visit him. So he's just like a guardian to me.
Okay.
So, several times when I visit, he helps with solving equation, mathematics.
What class were you at the time?
I was in the primary.
Oh,
I think primary 5, I think.
very young.
Yes, very young. But I always notice some kind of strange smell whenever
Okay.
I visit him.
Okay.
And I noticed that his eyes is always red. So I felt this is an unusual appearance, which is not supposed to be. But one day I summoned the courage and asked him, especially when I came that very day, the room was so thick with smell, and I was like, brother, what is this? He said, oh, I've kept this for you for a while, but you are now growing up, so I have to let you know this.
Okay.
I used to smoke. I used to smoke weed. Wow, I was like, no, smoke weed? Because what my family told me was like, anybody that smokes will enter a fire. But because I was gaining something from him, a very smart brother, and he's doing well academically. So he said, this is the secret of his own success academically. I was like, no. So you read and smoke. So he let me know that smoking and reading, like smoking helps his reading, his assimilation. That when I grow up, I'm going to understand better that a lot of people depend on this to sharpen their brain. So I was so surprised when I had this because I was so interested in gaining knowledge and not only from him, from elsewhere too. So I had it in mind since that time, like when I grow up, I'll smoke too, so that I could be, I could assimilate easily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so tell us about the very first time you were introduced, you experimented with it.
Oh, I can't remember the year, but I can vividly remember the first
Okay,
instant,
tell
the
us about
first
it.
time. I was in my last year in the secondary school. I
No,
was
so
SS3.
SS3.
Yes, so I came to visit him as well, like preparing to write NECO WAEC. I said, brother, what you told me that time, I want to try it today. I want to read for exams. I have so many papers in my front, so I want to excel. Said, okay, now I think you are grown up now. In the night, come, I'll give you one. So I sneaked out from my family house. So I went to his house. Then he introduced this to me. At first, when I smoked it, that was my first time. You know, uh, the condition I made myself is a very terrible one.
You mean what you experienced after the first time you smoked it?
Yes, because even that night that I smoked the weed that
Yeah.
night, I was like, I was in a limbo. I'm not up, I'm not down. So while sleeping, I thought I was floating.
Yeah.
It was a very bitter experience for me. But because I had this genuine interest in seeking knowledge and in knowing what I want to know, especially taking guidance from people like him, I was encouraged to continue. So that was my first instance.
Okay. What made you say yes the first time? Was it curiosity? Was it pressure? Or was it something deeper?
Well, I'll say it's curiosity. Why? Because you know I have this this mind of testing something,
Okay.
um, knowing about something, especially what I've never experienced before. So for him to like tell me that this is a secret of excelling academically, so I'll say that is the reason. That was the main reason why I
Okay,
went
so it
into
was
it.
curiosity.
Yes.
So as of the time that he told you when you were in primary 5, what class was he in?
He was in his, I think, 200 level
Oh, that's a very
that
wide
time.
gap. Okay.
Yes.
If someone had met you before drugs entered the picture, how would they have described you?
Oh, very, very cool, gentle, very handsome guy, very disciplined. I was a very shy person. Whenever growing up, people that knows me when I was before this drug, they call me shy boy. I don't have that confidence of looking into somebody's eye, speaking loud. I do things in a very simple and very um, quiet way. Well, my identity before the drugs, I love the identity.
At the beginning, how did it make you feel? Was it something you thought that you could control?
Well, after that night experience, the very first time,
Yeah.
sincerely, I never tried it again for like 2 years because I ate more than what I used to eat. I slept more than how I used to sleep. I was so weak. My eye was so red. I was weak, like having fever. So at first I hate it. I didn't want to continue. I didn't. Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Mohammed. We'll pause here for a bit.
All right. Thank you.
We'll pause here for a short break, and when we return, Mohammed will tell us about how his curiosity led him into something deeper. Stay with us.
I was the head boy in my primary school, senior prefect and best graduating student in my secondary school, but drug abuse almost ruined my life.
I was on an average of 2 grams of cocaine per day.
I was taking 8 ampoules of pentazosine daily.
European shisha, cocaine.
I became a user, a dealer, and a gangster.
I saw other users drowning. I knew I didn't want to be like them, but I was already trapped.
My family disowned me.
My employment was terminated.
I sold my car, sold my house. I'll go out well-dressed and return shoeless, shirtless in exchange for drugs.
I was seeing things that were not real, and I once stabbed myself because I felt something crawling under my skin.
I contacted NDLEA and started therapy.
I spent 3 months in therapy.
I spent 8 months.
It's easy to relapse, but your mind has to be stronger than the cravings.
Drugs does not love you. You are not the one using drugs. Drugs are the one using you. Say no to drug abuse.
Welcome back to Narco Tales. Okay, Muhammad. So, at what point did you realize that things had changed and that you could no longer do without them, these substances?
Oh, you see, anytime I remember this, I feel so sad about this very question. The same thing I went through, millions of people are going through it.
That's true.
I had a conscience just like anyone else. There's this warning, advice, this teachings religiously and from the family. When I was in the university, my third year, all the years I was smoking. But when I was in the university, I met a lady who knew I was, smoking.
Was this a friend?
Yes, she was just like a coursemate.
Okay.
And accidentally a neighbor at the university hostels.
Okay.
So she had this, genuine interest in me, and she was like, "You have to stop this. If you truly love me, you have to stop this." But because I was so stubborn, I felt, no, loving you is separate and doing my own lifestyle is separate. He tried her best to caution me and stop all this. But unfortunately, I didn't realize it was the truth. But during that 300 level at the university, I saw myself in the midst of cultists. I wasn't a cult, but smoking brings you closer to different sorts of people.
Sure.
So I felt this is not me. I don't want to be around these people. I don't want to be part of them. But every day I'll walk towards stopping it. Today I will not smoke. So if I was able to do it in the morning, in the afternoon, I would have forgotten what I planned for that day, not doing it at all. So in the night I would just smoke it again. So I could not help myself. I was trying so hard to stop this. And one major reason why I could not stop that time was in the university you have to read very well, and there's this belief that I've already learned from that brother from my neighborhood, that you have to smoke to make your reading, your learning to be very easy and for you to assimilate properly. So I felt I can't continue like this because smoking weed, sometimes find yourself in uncompleted buildings, you find yourself with bad boys, and the kind of identity that you portray is so bad that people doesn't want to come close to you. Your loved ones will run away from you. People who like you will feel you are not safe to be with again. You may just be mad at them. So when you laugh too much, your laughter might be oh, it's because of that thing you have smoked. And when you frown your face, so I was having this challenge of people to understand me.
Yeah.
So I felt the best thing to do then was just to stop, but I could not.
What substances were you dependent on?
Well, I was smoking weed. Then I was taking these pills, this tramadol.
Okay.
You know, genuinely, right from my, from my background, I had always loved to be an educationist. I've always want to influence people positively through what I know. So these two substances, condition my state of mind, and I was just addicted to it because I felt okay. Whenever I take this, that's when the real me will now come in. That's when the real me. That's when I will now start enjoying myself. Like now become aware of myself, which of course is just a lie. I learned that now. Just an abnormal way of life.
What was it like being dependent? How did a typical day look like for you?
You see, I have been there, and I'll tell you sincerely, someone who takes drugs or is an addict to drug, no matter the kind of drug or the type of drug, that's the biggest horrible thing to ever happen to such person, like to depend on it. You take this rotationally as if you are a government worker, like you have to be at the workplace as early as 7,
Yeah.
That's how I was living. I my last cover I used it to buy weed. I always want to smoke. I always want to smoke. I was not even minding who I am then. Like I just believe I'm okay. I just believe I don't need them. I don't. If you're part of my life and you're not part, I don't care. It was a very terrible experience. Yes.
Were there moments you wanted to stop or you struggled to stop and couldn't? How did that feel like for you?
You see, trying to stop all this, I believe, with what I have learned now, I wish I had learned this earlier. Maybe that could have helped me. Stopping is, it starts from you. Genuine interest to stop with a very transparent plan that you must work on, that you must, now use it as your daily routine, that, okay, this is my plan to recover. Then I had no plan. I was just not happy with myself, being a drug addict and, smoking. But I did not have any plan that could work for my, recovery and, to stop all this. So it makes it tomorrow after tomorrow. Yeah. So I felt so bad, that I want to stop something and I could not. And I was so ignorant to the level of not telling somebody, like letting them take over my life for me, like let them guide me. Sometimes you must go through that pain to experience an everlasting joy.
True. So which brings me to the question, who knew what you were going through and who didn't you feel safe telling?
My friend knew what I was going through. I had one friend.
Okay.
Of course, it was my classmate, my coursemate at the
Same girl?
university. No, he's a guy from
Okay.
Lagos. In my family, few people knew I was smoking, but there's this fear in them, like, oh, we don't. If we should report him to the family, or to our dad, to our mom, he's going to get mad at us. He's going to, they tag me like somebody who's very dangerous. Like he's going to bring people to come and attack. Oh, we are not safe with him again. They knew. They knew what, because the kind of way of life I was living that time, they were afraid to help me. I knew they were helping me with prayers, but this is not, getting out of this is not only prayer.
True.
It's a very, it should be a plan that is going to be, something that is of process, and that is going to be realizable, and that was what I lacked that time. But in the family as well, many of them did not know, because I was performing well academically. I was, still, dressing well. I still maintain my good integrity. I still maintain my good morals. But outside, I was a bad boy, because I moved with all those guys that smokes and hang around anyhow.
So at that time in your life, did you believe what your friend had told you years ago about how smoking helped you become successful in your academics?
Yeah.
So did you believe what he told you?
No.
Because you just mentioned something about how you were doing well academically.
Thank you for bringing this question, and this is where many people get it wrong. There are millions of people like me, and for this reason they are into drugs. That there's a drug that's going to make you smarter, or more intelligent, or that's going to boost your brain. No, I don't believe that again. I believe that persistence in your academic pursuit, and creating this workable plan that you're going to excel, and you're going to excel. I don't believe in conditioning again. I don't believe that before you can pass, before you can assimilate, that there should be a drug that you should be using. No, I don't believe that, and it's just a lie. Yes, it was just an excuse to be a drug abuser.
Thank you very much, Muhammad. And I fully support, Muhammad debunking the myth that hard drugs make you more smart or, intelligent. But this is only the beginning. Next week, Muhammad returns to talk about the price he paid for his choices and the moments that nearly broke him. This is Narco Tales, and I am your host, Netta Wedozie.
What we do, like I said, there is conviction-based forfeiture. There is non-conviction-based forfeiture. The conviction-based forfeiture is until you get the final judgment and conviction of the suspect before you get final forfeiture of the asset. But the non-conviction-based forfeiture, you don't need to wait for the court to waste the time before it finally gives judgment. That is why we use the Process of Crime Act 2022 to take the matter before the court under what is called civil forfeiture, that is get an ex parte application.
Don't do drugs, don't do drugs, don't try it though. He go choke you up, he go steal your sunshine up, he go shock you up. He don't kill him any youth for my area, even for your area. When you start it to stop, it no go easy. As you dey drag am go, he dey drag you down. Water come out from my eyes, oh, when I remember all the guys, oh, where many of them kicking bucket, oh, some cut to socket, oh, make we no forget, oh, no dey talk it, oh, say, don't do drugs, rock up you see body, oh, don't do drugs, go wound your busy body. If you die, you go sad, oh. Oh yeah, help me tell somebody. Say, rock up, you see body, oh. Body, oh. Body, oh.
This message is brought to you by the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, NDLEA.